Welcome back to the channel, guys. So these are my work boots. I know they look scruffy and they really don't work too good. I've tried repairing them one time before already with the shoe goo stuff, and it really didn't do much of a job. Anyway, at one of my auctions I normally go to, I come across this little beast. It's more or less, it's like a shoe anvil, but they normally are able to be mounted. This one is almost like a shoe horn, like a shoe stretcher, I guess. So maybe we'll get to use this too. In fact, I might even stick this in some of my vapor rust and see what it does. In fact, I think I will do that. So anyway, it'll be like a two-part restoration. This is just going to be to see if it's possible to save a decent pair of boots. You know, boots are expensive. In my line of work, I need good leather boots. These are the Dana brand, so they are good wearing boots. I've seen a few tutorials online, and they seem to recommend this type of contact adhesive. So I guess we're going to see if someone that has absolutely no skills of fixing shoes whatsoever is able to bring back a nice pair of boots. And I think I do need to polish them up a little bit too. What do you think? They're rather messy looking. But let's get to it. Looks to me like the acetone is actually, yes, I can feel it sticky. It's actually dissolving this old contact adhesive. Well, that stuff is nasty. Huh. Almost makes me wonder if you could reuse it. I guess this is the part when I'm messing around and I actually physically stick my finger to the shoe and can't get it off. Alright, let's try something a little bit more drastic. Those of you who've been following my channel for any length of time will know I literally have probably the smallest workshop on YouTube at the moment. It's ridiculous. At some point when I clear it up a little bit I will show you, but it's literally in a shed. So every time I want to do something or use a power tool, I have to unplug things, reposition, position back in again, and it is a pain and a waste of time. But I guess that's what editing is for, because you never get to actually see that. Well, you're getting to see it right now, but you know. Yeah, that's good enough for what we need. Right, that was way too aggressive. Let's see if this does anything. It actually looks like it's coming off pretty good. Oh, it is, definitely. It's not even sticky anymore. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that with the rest of it. Because it really did do a quite good job on that. And point in mind, if you do fix your own shoes or boots or whatever, the initial fix is not going to have this type of contact adhesive on there unless someone's fixed them in the past, like I did. I used an inferior brand. It was meant to be specifically for shoes. It literally lasted, I followed all the instructions, it literally lasted 4 days at work and they were peeling off again. Now, I do work in an environment where I'm in a lot of water sometimes, but I don't think it should make that much of a difference. Because like I said, I literally done exactly as the instructions said. I glued them up, I leave them set, waited 48 hours before I actually wore them again, and literally 4 days later they were coming apart. Hopefully that's not going to be the case with this, because I don't want to be doing this again. This is a pain. But the initial one were actually the first attempted repair to make. I didn't bother filming it. I really should have done, because you could have seen how much easier it was. It literally just peeled off and the glue peeled off with it. So that was really easy. Not like this. Anyway, I think you can get the gist of what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to clean everything up on both shoes. You don't need to see any of that. And I'll see you in a moment, in your time. Quite a few hours for me by the looks of it. And we'll see about gluing these things up and seeing if we can actually get something to hold up and actually be usable again. The first boot is done. And you can see there's quite a bit of difference. I didn't realise just how bad they were. So on to cleaning the next one. Okay, so that's all the old contact adhesive off. These bits you see here, that's like the original glue, and it's in there like extremely hard. I don't think a few places here and there is going to really make that much of a difference. But now comes the kind of fun part. We're going to stick some of this on there. It's had very good reviews online, and it says that you just have to put it on both sides, and the wait time is between 5 minutes to 4 hours or longer. So as long as they're dry, they will go together, and then we'll start beating on it. Let's speed up a little bit, put the glue on, and we'll see what we got. Okay, that's been about 15 minutes on the first pair at least. So fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes together. Now it's meant to be dry, maybe a little bit tacky. When you put it together, and you meant to put it on something to beat. So we'll try and see if we can use that little shoe anvil thing. I don't know if it's going to work though. But here you go. Let's see how this works. Those of you that see my normal content on my channel, which is tool restorations, you can look forward to this coming up. This beast here, this is a 16-pound sledgehammer. £16. It's actually got a 1 on there, and it has a K. No idea who forged this. Says made in Japan on the side, but someone put a small piece of pipe and welded it right here. I don't know if they were using this as a hammer, like a regular hammer. It must have been incredibly strong if they were, because this thing is really heavy. It's probably the biggest sledgehammer I've ever seen. But anyway, this will be coming up on a future video for sure. Let's see if we can hit this sole down a little bit. I think I'm actually going to end up putting in clamps. We'll see. Actually not working too bad. I'm scared it's going to damage the leather on top, even though it's faded. I think I'm going to go ahead and get some clamps on here. That'll be the safest way. I'm sure that's not the professional way to do it, but I really don't care. I'm going to see if this is going to work. Okay, we're 24 hours later. Let's see just how well this glue is stuck, and by first impressions it looks really good. I know when I done it the other day with the other contact adhesive I was telling you about, that stuff just didn't seem to go on good, to be quite honest. And right enough, 3 days later or 4 days later, it was all coming apart, so it didn't come on good. But I'm going to take these clamps off. Just getting all the dust off at the moment, and dirt and grime. Now for the fun part. Or should I say the part where I really should wear some gloves. But I guess I like to have black staining all over my fingers for the rest of the day. You can see there, it's actually quite the difference already. Alright, give them a quick buff. I'm not expecting too much because, like I said, these are older boots. Actually, not too bad. As you can see, the main thing of this video was putting the sole on, and that is absolutely stuck on there solid. So go ahead, if you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and for sure I'll be trying to do an update on these in the next month or so on my community tab, just to see how long this actually lasts. I'm really hoping that it lasts more than 4 days like the other ones, but I guess we'll wait and see. It certainly looks promising at the moment. Like I said, I'm no professional shoe repairer by any means, but as long as they're functional, they're comfortable, and it didn't cost that much to repair them. We're looking around about $30 worth of glue, but that glue will last for probably more shoes than I'll ever wear in my lifetime. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one.